What is up, everybody? We made it. It's some weekend. This is on a little talk radio today. I forget what they were talking about, and I wanted to rant about it. But I forget. So I guess it's good for you. You don't have to hear a rant from me. Dang, I can't remember. Oh, I remember what it was. I remember what it was. Just like that, it came to me. We'll wait until. Let me go get. Let me go get this information. Yep, I got it. It's going to be a rant after all. It should be a pretty good one. It should get a lot of, this just goes to prove how hypocritical people in government are. They're all hypocrites. So, what's this guy looking at? Yeah, it's not clear. No one is on the law. What is he looking at? I'll leave that there. Find some what he's going to be sentenced with. Uh, Maybe I could just. What's up, Wig? How's it going? The reflection on your shirt makes it look like you're swimming? Swimming? Oh, I'm sweating. No, it's just shiny. Feds charge. How much time are they going to charge this guy? What's going on, Wig? So they're charged over. How much time? Did they ever catch those people that stole the $1 million from Philly? I don't pay attention to the news. I could care less. I can't believe they got away with it, though. That's not going to send a good message. There's going to be probably more armored car robberies like this. It's going to be a new trend. Looks good. This shirt, yeah, this shirt's way comfortable. You didn't follow up. Yeah, this shirt's way comfortable, man. It has like mesh. You can't see, like on the back. The back is mesh. This is mesh, so it breathes pretty well. I love these shirts. I got a bunch of them. Do 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 do. What is this dude's name? Cases up to 60 years in prison. Okay. What's up, Jimmy? What's going on? I got a good rant today, Jimmy. I'll wait till more people come in. How you doing today, Jimmy? Hey, Region Rail fan. I haven't seen you in Coon's age. How you doing? Doing okay? There's a lot of people I haven't seen that commented on my last video. I haven't seen them in a long time. Didn't even know they were still around. Looking forward to it. All's well. Very good. It's gonna be a good rant, Jimmy. Well deserved rant. Yeah, got stuff going on. Been busy. It's okay. That's how it is. You know, as long as you're still breathing. I just figured out how I can record audio while I am flying my drone. Because I use my phone as a controller. My phone talks to my drone. So I can't shoot camera video with my phone, but I can record audio. Figured out how to do it. Now I'm golden. I can record audio. Otherwise, I was just, and I would just use it for train sounds, not so much talking sounds, because I could just um, voice over that. But the train sounds that I would like to capture without having to have another camera going at the same time if I don't want to. AI Jimmy Jams. That's right. AI Jimmy Jams. Do. I think Digger's got his granddaughter again. And I came home from work, I forget, like around 2:30 or something. and it's been a long day, been a long week. Um, I was sitting in my chair watching some video, YouTube, and I fell asleep. I don't know how long I fell asleep for. I don't think I fell asleep that long, but just that's it. You're single till Sunday? Anyway, aren't you single all the time? Uh, how's your weather? It's going to rain here. It's getting cloudy. It was nice today. It's like 78, something like that. It's hot, air conditioned weather, driving. But yeah, it's supposed to get cold in the 40s tomorrow. 40s. This weather's crazy. I was in my garden messing around, getting my canna lilies straightened out, seeing what's what, digging up some old bulbs to see if some I left in the ground, just to see if they would survive. It's hard to tell if they did or didn't. We'll just go with the assumption they didn't. Some did, some didn't. I see some are popping out of the ground some places. I thought they were weeds. I cut them back, but they'll pop up. Stormy Steve, what is up? 80 degrees. Yeah, yeah. Same here. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain tomorrow. I think Sunday. It's gonna be colder. Hopefully, I don't know with this weather. I just don't know. We had loud storms this morning. What kind of storms? Thunderstorms, rainstorms, sleet storms. YouTube has been messed up. Why couldn't you see Stormy Steve some places? Oh, you couldn't see him here, but could you not see him in other chats that you were in, Wigwag? Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. Thunderbolts. Did you go outside and dance around the thunderbolts? The lightning. It's lightning. It's not thunderbolts. Last week we had to take shelter 4 out of 5 days due to tornado warnings. Our turn again this Monday. EF0 tornado hit 3 miles south of us. Wow. What is a EF0? Doesn't sound too damaging. Was it pretty damaging? One of the cigar live streams Wednesday, a lot of folks saying they couldn't see some folks. Weak tornadoes? What are weak tornadoes? What do they do? Kick up dust? Knock over paper bags? Well, hopefully you don't get any more tornadoes. You did a live stream, Mr. Wig? I need to change. No, he don't do live streams. He was in a cigar live stream. Serious, Jimmy. Wigwags never did a live stream on his own in his life. He's been in my live streams before. Yeah, I'll do a live stream. You see Gary the Goat today? Region Rail fan, did you have a tornado too? 65 to 85 miles an hour? That's not that bad. Digger gets those winds all the time, and he doesn't even get tornadoes. That's not that bad. That's just a windy day. I don't even know why they classify it as why it's a zero. It's not even worthy of one. I don't know. Just saying. Not much damage. EF5. Incredible. Yeah. Yeah, EF5 is pretty bad. Is that the highest it goes? 5? No Gary today. Even the noisy neighbor didn't see him. Nosy neighbor? Maybe somebody got him and is eating him. Barbecuing Gary. Wonder if anything's ever went past EF5, like an EF8. Five is the highest, huh? I don't know. You would think it would be like a 10. You think that scale would go from 1 to 10? We had 2 E3s in Wisconsin last week. A one hit about 5 miles from our place. One another night last week. Did you go drive by where they touched down and see what they did? What kind of damage they did? Yeah, I'd rather live in hurricane region than a tornado region. I'd take my chances with a hurricane. Yeah, lots of barns, roofs, and other damage. Well, did you video it? Take pictures of it? Document it some way for posterity? Prosperity? Oh shoot! I don't understand them dumbasses that drive around and recording them, chasing them. Those people are stupid. Yeah, you can always always like they were last night. There was some like in Oklahoma. I think something touched down in northern Oklahoma. I don't know how bad it was. Hunters caught shooting on the crop of engineer property can get major fines. So they may be keeping Gary safe. Hunters caught shooting on the crop of engineer property. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? On the corp of what? I don't understand that, Jimmy. The one in Oklahoma was intense last season. That's what they said. I don't know how much damage it did. Yeah, I'll stick with hurricanes. At least you get a hurricane that comes through and it's gone. It's not like you get like 500 tornadoes pop up. No thanks. You can keep it. You can keep it. What time is it? Maybe around 20 more minutes. I'll do my rant. I'll do my rant. Stay tuned, Jimmy. I wonder what they're saying over there on social media about this. Are they saying anything? Yeah, there's no comments at all over here. Let's see if I just search it over here. What is this feller saying? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, yep. My rant's going to be really good. It's going to be a lot of language, though. It'll be a lot of language because I'm pretty pissed off. Pretty pissed off. Hunters caught. I read that before. Waiting to till the garden yet, but we have had over 8 inches of rain this month. We haven't had any rain. I'm just leery about doing anything. Because I know, we're not out of the woods yet. It could snow still. Our land is surrounded by corp land. You mean like Army Corps of Engineers? Due to the lakes, protected wildlife. Lots of matzo pizza. Why didn't you say Army Corps of Engineers? Ooh, okay, you did up there. Okay, I'll let you go. But you didn't say it in your original post. How the hell am I supposed to know what that is? Army Corps of Engineers. Gotcha. Yeah. If they don't know, they don't know, Jimmy. Somebody just pop Gary real quick and take him home. They won't know. They won't know, Jimmy. They won't know. Oh man, try to talk Boober into being back on track. I have them close. I have them close. But I haven't secured it yet. The sucky thing is, his time zone is just, he's over there in British Columbia. So he's 3 hours. So I don't know. We'll see one of these things. But he does come in the chat. He doesn't have to stay the whole time. If he comes in the chat, we'll suck him into the show. I'm curious. I only see Region Rail fan Jimmy. Is there a chance anyone I am not seeing? No. That is it. There's 5 people here and only 4 years chatting. It's like that, Steve. We get a lot of people that don't chat but watch. I don't know why, but they do. Thanks, Anyway, appreciate the munch. Maybe they're just waiting for the rants. I don't know. I don't know. Can't make them chat. Oh, one time there was like, I don't know, a bunch of people in here. And only, I don't know, two people were talking. It's like 10 people or something. Only two people were talking. I don't know. Okay, just checking to see if everything was okay. YouTube. YouTube is a constant glitch. Don't get me started on YouTube either. I wonder if there is a like a bet clock when YouTube takes a dump. You know, it'll happen in 2027 when YouTube just goes the way of MySpace. I wonder if there's a bet clock for that. Hmm. Because people bet on some stupid shit. I never knew it, but people bet on some crazy stuff. Who knew? Like, who knew? There's a lot of betting degenerates out there. Gary's skull would be cool to clean and wear for my pagan rituals. You know something, Jimmy? With your luck, you would do that and you would be struck by lightning. That's how God would take care of you. And you'd be fried like a hot dog on the grill, left for hours. Hey, Jerry, hope you're having a blessed day. Have you seen H.O. Brass Tracks? What's up, Alfonso? I'm having that's a good day, somewhat. Have I seen H.O. Brass Tracks? Not lately. Why? What are you going to melt down the brass? Turn it into something? Oh, shoot. I know, scary. What's scary? The fact that that's how karma would pay you back, Jimmy? Because karma pays you back eventually, Jimmy. Karma pays you back. My friend just gave me some brass track, which I'm very fortunate to have. Apparently, they don't make them anymore. Well, I think they don't make them for a reason because they tarnish easily. I think that's the reason they don't make them anymore. You got to keep them clean all the time. They're hard to keep from tarnishing. I think that's the reason why they don't make them anymore. What are you going to do with it? Oh boy. Steve, is Jenny working? Slave driver. I'm going to use them for sidings and storage yards. Okay. You might have to keep one of those bright boys around so that you can clean the track all the time. She's working. You're going to get some karma from that, Steve, one day. I'll tell you, man, this is a popular spot for the fire tank trucks to order up their tankers. I see so many different tankers coming to this spot to water up. It must get a lot of fires over here. Unless the tank trucks leak. I don't know. We baked an awesome coffee cake this past week. I like coffee cake. Coffee cake's one of my favorites. You know what would be really good? A chocolate coffee cake. I don't think I've ever seen one of them. You should run that by the boss. A chocolate coffee cake. I thought brass and nickel silver has better conductivity than steel rails. Nickel silver, well, I mean, they both do, but the problem with brass, I think, is that it tarnishes and it's harder to take care of. But I don't know. I'm just a woodworker. I don't know. Ask the Google machine, Alfonso. Ask the Google machine. I like the crumbles on. Yeah, the crumbles on the top are the best. I used to pick the crumbles off. My mom hated that. I could just eat the crumbles. Forget the cake. It's the crumbles. You know, Entenmann's used to make. They probably still do. They make some type of a donut with crumbles on the top of it. Looks like little like pellets. You know, for the pellet stove. I love those things. I can just eat them. Forget the rest of the donut. I love the crumbles. Crumbles are the best. So, chocolate crumble coffee cake. That would be incredible. We put chocolate chips in. I will do that for sure. Yeah. I don't like chocolate chips anymore. I don't like chocolate chips anymore. I mean, I'm sure it's good, but chocolate cake, chocolate throughout. Chocolate cake, not like regular white cake or yellow cake or whatever. It's just the base part of the coffee cake, chocolate. They still make them. Oh yeah, what are they called? I had a bunch of HO brass track years ago, but I had lost them over the years of my moves. Okay, well now you got a bunch more, Alfonso. You're good to go. Now you're good to go. How's the weather in Colorado today, Alfonso? Get any snow? Do they call them crumb cake? Entenmann's? I don't know. I can't remember. I thought they used to call them something. I don't really remember. I did buy some Entenmann's donuts today. Got them in the freezer. I like them in the freezer. Chocolate covered. Chocolate covered cake. Good old Entenmann's. Are you going to start your garden soon? No, Steve? You're getting hungry? I had a hot dog. I had two beef hot dogs for, I don't know, about an hour ago. I guess they were dinner. I don't know. We'll see. Probably have something later. I'll tell you, man, there's a lot of those 250th locomotives running around. Seems like every short line's got one now. Some of them are pretty cool. Do the donuts do the donuts freeze? Well, what do you think they do in the freezer? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? They're immune to freezing? Only alcohol is immune to freezing. Come on, Jimmy. Hungry for dessert. I had leftover rump roast. Rump roast. Rump roast. Pot roast. Rump roast. Yeah, rump roast, Jimmy. I don't even think Digger calls it rump roast. So you eat them frozen, or what? Let them thaw out? Yeah, I eat them frozen. Yeah. I mean, they're not like, it's not like an ice cube, okay? Doesn't come out like an ice cube. Yeah, you can bite them. I mean, it's no big deal. Didn't you ever freeze bread? Yep. They're, they might be a little slower to eat them. Otherwise, if they were just room temperature, you could pop like 10 of them in your mouth like in 2 seconds. Slows you down, Jimmy. I think my neighbor's barbecuing. Maybe he's barbecuing Gary the goat. Gary the goat. Yeah, oh, it's almost rant time, but there's not enough people here for my rant. That's okay. That theory makes sense. Surely it does, Jimmy. Surely it does. Should I wait a little longer for my rant? Maybe if I start doing my rant, people will come in. Got to take this phone call. All right. See you, Steve. You're going to miss the rant. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. You could take moments from the rant and repost them as multiple shorts. I don't know how I would do that. I don't know how I would do that. I guess I would have to download it once I finish the stream, download the whole thing and pull out sections. I would have to take notes. Like I would say, okay, for 40 minutes in, I'm going to start ranting, right? And then that way I would know where to go exactly right away. That's a good idea, though, Jimmy. Should I curse a lot or no? Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? I don't want to be something I'm not. I'm a foul mouthed person. Ugh. And Thursday I fell. I fell while I was working. Fell off the bumper of the truck. Not far, but enough. Kind of like bruised my ribs, sort of. They don't hurt, but every once in a while. What's up, Digger? How's it going? Let's say 45 minutes in, I'll start my rant. I could be wrong, but it certainly seems like shorts get lots of views. Oh, yeah, no, you're 100% right. Shorts get tons of views. Shorts, you know, people have the attention spans of gnats, Jimmy. They can only take shorts. They don't really want to watch a 40-minute video. It's very rare that some people will. Shorts are the way to go, Jimmy. Shorts. You can just do shorts, nothing but shorts on your channel, and be pretty popular. Probably get a lot of subscribers, but some people, you know, I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know nothing. Don't give everybody your ideas, Jimmy. Keep them to yourself. Maybe delete that comment so nobody reads it and steals your ideas and goes with it. There you go. We don't want to give people our tips. Fuck them. Let them find out on their own. Let them find out on their own, Jimmy. Don't make it easy for them. Yeah, it's something. There's a lot, like Zoe, man. Zoe like dropped off the face of the earth. I wonder if she's okay, or I guess she is, but she's not even making videos anymore. She was all like YouTube, like I'm gonna, be a professional YouTuber and blah 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 blah. She's like a ghost now, man. I don't see no videos from her. I don't see her nowhere. She joined that fake book, and I don't see nothing from her over there either. Hope she's okay. Who is this, Jerry? Who is what? Salutations, Sir Digger. Who is what? Who is what? Wait, wait. Who disappeared? I said Zoe. Didn't you hear me say Zoe? Obviously not. Zoe. You remember her? Zoe? The big YouTube star racer, Kyle Larson. Zoe. Zerp. Jimmy's best friend. Yeah, Jimmy's best friend. Yeah, Jimmy's best friend. Ain't no one heard from Zoe Lee in many a long while. No, I know. I mean, that's, I don't mind that she doesn't come here. It's fine. But she's not even posting on YouTube. That's the only thing. It's not like she's posting. She's not posting. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hope she's okay. It's funny, like she hit 1,000. Maybe she got a boyfriend. Could be. I don't know. I think she would like be talking about it on Facebook at least. I don't know. I mean, she hit 1,000 subscribers and boom, gone. I don't know. Maybe she'll be back. I don't know. Who knows? It's funny how that is. Everybody's consumed to get 1,000 subscribers, And they get there and ain't nothing different. People think things are going to change. What's going on, Digger? What did you have for tea? Dan, I'm past 45. I got to say 50. 50, I'm going to start my rant. Come on, come on. This really is going to be a good rant. It's going to point out the hypocrisy that is amongst us. Because we have a lot of hypocrites out there, tons of them. They all reside down there in Washington, D.C. Bunch of hypocrites. Sausage and chips. What kind of sausage? Irish sausage? Italian sausage? Polish sausage? That's it? Just sausage and chips? Nothing else? Irish jumbo sausages. Well, jumbo, I mean, I'm sure your jumbo is nothing like American jumbo. That just doesn't even sound good, Digger. It's a lousy tea. Steve Childers. I'd play your music, but I don't have any for you, Steve. How's it going? You guys safe down there in Oklahoma? You guys all right after that big tornado last night? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Steve? Oh, there you go. Yeah, just that. I had a big lunch. What did you have for lunch? What did you have? Steve, did you ever get an email from James after all that nonsense? Yep, safe and yeah. I saw your live stream today. I came in right at the end. I didn't realize what time it was, but I was working, so I was just driving. I came in just as you were about to, just as you were leaving. 90 miles north. Okay. Yeah, so I guess Dennis and Claude are okay. Was there a lot of damage up there, Steve? You did. Thank God you got that email from James. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. I hope it was worth it. I had mixed grill for lunch. What the hell is that, Digger? Mixed grill? What is that? That doesn't even sound appetizing. Mixed grill. I'm guessing you got that from takeaway, takeout. Had mixed grill. Digger, that doesn't even sound good. London broil. You call mixed grill? Is that what you call it, Steve? Mixed grill? I've never heard of London broil called mixed grill. Is that what you had, Digger? London broil? Mixed grill. I've never heard of that. It's a mixture of different meats all grilled. There was steak, lamb, chops, pork chops, black pudding, and baking. It was very tasty. Not here, but been to the UK. Oh, okay. There, you just can say I had grilled meats. Okay, I had grilled meats. Mixed grill. It just doesn't sound like. I don't know. It doesn't sound like anything. Where did you get this at? I know Ron didn't make it. No, it wasn't from Ron made this on the grill? Did George Foreman grill or something? Does a George Foreman grill really constitute as a grill? Is it really a grill? I mean, like, when you say grill, I think of like a barbecue grill. I don't know about George Foreman being a grill. It's just, they got some strange language over there, Steve. Did you ever hear the term snakes and ladders, Steve? Digger's wife was describing the roads in her town as snakes and ladders. Snakes and ladders. They invented it, but we perfected it. Yeah, you got that right. I don't consider gas grills a grill. What would you consider them? Like a gas barbecue grill? What would you consider that? What would you consider that? Because it doesn't use charcoal. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. You know, charcoal isn't a prerequisite of a grill. Just because of I just don't know that George Foreman thing. Yeah, but it's called mixed grill. It was a grill in the oven. Okay. Don't all ovens have grills? Thin rods with rock wall sides with nowhere to go. Thin roads? Oh, was that snakes and ladders? They have them outdoor infrared grills that you plug in. Yeah, I don't know about them. I guess I don't know. No, I don't think they would taste the same as like a propane or charcoal grill. Granted, propane doesn't taste like a charcoal grill, but it tastes way better than a George Foreman grill. Speaking of grills, Pete Hegseth threw some fiery comments towards the UK today. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say, Jimmy? Oh, damn it! I missed it again. Shit, missed it again. 55 minutes in, I'm going to start my rant. We don't cook outside on a barbecue. We don't have the weather. You keep saying like you don't have the weather for it. Digger, you don't need a certain weather to cook on a grill outside. Granted, I mean, you know, if it's pouring down rain and it's not covered, it's going to be a little soggy. But you put a little awning over, a little canopy over your grill, and you're okay. One day in July, yeah, that's about it. But you can grill anytime, Digger, outside. I grill in the winter time. Oh boy, we're coming up on the rant. So here's my rant today. It has to do with this Navy SEAL who, you know, let me get it up here. Has to do with this Navy SEAL who's being charged with allegedly making $400,000 on Polymarket, which is a betting thing, I guess. And it has to do with the fact that he was one of the Navy SEALs that um, went to apprehend that Nicolas Maduro, the dude in Venezuela. So essentially, what the bet was that I guess, you needed to know the exact date that that this man was going to be, I guess, arrested. Well, he happened to know because he was part of the team that was going to perform this, right? So he's being charged with basically insider trading, kind of, right? He's, got privileged information and he's making money off of it. Well, that sounds like something our senators, congressmen, and everybody else down there in Washington's been doing for decades. Insider trading. It's no different. So you're going to make an example of this poor guy? To me, he's a hero. Let him keep his $400,000. Good for him. Oh, it's not like it's just betting. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, what's the big deal? You're a bunch of hypocrites down there in Washington, D.C. You're all a bunch of hypocrites. You've been doing this for decades and decades. You're no better. So what? You should be in jail. He stands uh, to go to jail, prison for 60 years. 60 years. It compromises operational security for the mission. Well, they still performed the mission. It still went down fine. It's not like he shared that information with anybody. He just knew when the date was and he bet money on the date. What would be the difference if you happen to know something and you put money on it? No different. I don't know. But that doesn't mean like he just picked a date. It's just a date. It's it's just a date, Steve. You're not going to convince me anything else. It just you're just not. I mean, you're just not. So it's okay when politicians find out what companies are going to go public and they buy stock on that for that company. Is that better? That's better because that has nothing to do with national security. That's better. Still wrong. I'm not saying they're both right, but these people in Washington have been doing this shit for decades. But here you're going to prosecute this Navy SEAL guy. Uh, uh, there's nothing you can say to change my mind, Steve. If a foreign, well, if these are all ifs. The world doesn't work on ifs. Ifs. No, it just doesn't work. You're just not changing my mind. I'm sorry. Human trafficking. What are you talking? Absolutely prosecute. Well, I mean, that's your opinion. I say no, and there's a bunch of other people that say no too. Prosecute. You should prosecute your senators and congressmen too. Prosecute them too. Who's to say that they're not spilling information? I don't know. I again, you would have to know who he is and what he did. It's not like you walk around and you say, I'm placing a bet. I'm a Navy SEAL. I'm going to place a bet. This is the date. Okay. You're just not convincing me. Sorry. I don't see. Was it wrong what he did? Yeah, Should he be prosecuted? No. No. You want to kick him out of the Navy or kick him out of the military, give him a dishonorable discharge. That's fine. He doesn't deserve to go to jail. If he deserves to go to jail, then there's a lot of people in Washington, D.C. that deserve to go to jail. Hillary Clinton's one of them. So that's my rant. I say let him go and let him keep his money too. Let him keep his money. Nobody's taking all the ill-gotten gains from insider trading back from any of the politicians, are they? No, they're not doing that. Questioned by the FBI about something I said online. Really? What did you say online? And how did they know what you said online? You must have. I don't know. I don't understand that one, Steve. Nancy Pelosi should be tried for treason. Yeah, no kidding. Those 6 or 7 congressional people that told soldiers to disobey orders too. Yeah, those people too. The feds are watching. Apparently, they're watching Steve. I'm not going to say, do it again. I'm almost sure not going to say, do it again. He must have said something good, Steve, that came up on their radar. I don't care if the FBI comes investigates me. Fuck them. No digger. They watched him because of his security clearance. Watch too. Feds are watching. Who's him? Who's him? But that's my rant. That's it. That's what I say. And I'm sure there's a bunch of Americans that feel the same way I do. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to lock this guy up, start down there in Washington, D.C. and start locking all those people up. Lock all those people up. Lock Hillary Clinton up for Benghazi. That mess down there. Lock her up too. SIL. Isn't that your son-in-law? I thought you meant your sister-in-law. Your sister-in-law. I thought you meant your sister-in-law. Well, that's what we agree on, Steve. That's about all we agree on. That's okay. Yeah, to me, it's like it's a hypocritical thing. I mean, it's there's just a bunch of hypocrites down there. That's all they are. I'm sick and tired of every one of them. I'm sick and tired of every one of them. Anyway, that's my rant. So I have an idea for a video. It has to do with trains, um, and I'm going to share it in a video, but I'll talk about it here. I want people to make videos of their layouts, but here's the prerequisite. It's got to be a decent video. You got to explain how your railroad works in layman terms for other people to understand how their layout should work. And that will prevent people from just building a layout and going crazy with industry and not being able to operate the layout because there's not enough room to do anything because it's just overpopulated. I think there's a lot of people out there, me myself is one, that don't really know how the railroad works and how your layout, if it's a switching layout, should work. You know, I think that would make a good video explanation for those wanting to do a layout but really don't have an idea on a track plan and what they should be doing and not doing. Because there are people, I know one guy, Christian, like postmodern, I can't remember all of his name, but Christian built a really nice HO switching layout. I mean, incredible layout, just incredible details. And he admits it himself. He overdid it. He overbuilt it. It just didn't work. It was absolutely no fun to do anything on, and it just did not work. And like he poured all this work into it. And granted, I mean, he looked at it as a learning thing, but not everybody is going to have that outlook. You know, you're going to build your layout and you're going to pour a lot of work and money into it, and it's just not going to work, and it's just going to either sit there or you're going to tear it down, or and you don't want to do all that and tear it down. Nothing happens. You guys are still on this rant? Yeah. No, nothing happens to them. They're all scumbags. All Dems should visit Guantanamo. It's not just the Dems, it's the Republicans too. They're no better, Jimmy. And none of them are no better than any others. They're all scumbags. Some are less scummy than others. That's it. Some are less scummy than others. They're all just scumbags. Listen, here's the thing, right? You got the mafia, right? You know they're a mafia, right? You know they're criminals, right? And if you deal with them, there's consequences, right? But you know ahead of time what you're dealing with. Here, you don't know what you're dealing with, but they're criminals and they're allowed to be criminals. That's the difference. So why can't postmodern run his layout properly? I guess he just there's not enough room to do what he wants to do. I really don't know. I mean, he talked about it briefly, but you need like a runaround track if you're doing a switch layout, and you need enough room on those runarounds to move cars. So like, yeah, I mean, I don't. So I don't know enough about operations for a railroad to give my input on it, but there are people out there that do. They do a lot of operations. They know what you should have for room and what you need for room. And, when I say room, enough room to move cars around, and switch cars and that sort of thing. My layout is designed for 8 to 10 cars at a time with transfers off and onto the layout. So, like, your layout would be something good to talk about, Steve. It would be good for you to make a video and talk about what you need to do operations on your layout. Because there's a lot of people that, so my layout, okay, it's not very big. I can't move a lot of cars around, but I knew this, right? I knew this going into it, right? And I was okay with it. I can move some, but I can't move a ton of them, right? But there are a lot of people that don't know that, hey, you need a runaround track to move things around and to shift things. And I never knew about that stuff, but it wasn't until John 2618 came and helped me do my layout. And he, pretty much he has, experience doing it. And there's a lot of people that don't have the experience, but they build a layout and it doesn't work and they get frustrated. What's up, Nancy? How you doing? You missed my rant. Everyone blames the lack of track. Well, no, yes, yeah, you're right, they do, but it's the overpopulated that is the problem. That's the problem, right? And I talk about it in sort of briefly in my latest update that I just posted last night. You know, people want to shove a lot of stuff into an area and it just doesn't support it. There's not enough room to to operate a bunch of industries in a tiny little area. There's just not. And people, you know, it's hard to settle, right? You want to do this, you want to do that. You got all these big plans in your head. And then you start putting them onto the layout, and now you start running out of room. But you really don't know that you're running out of room, right? You don't know that you're running out of room. But you find out once you're more complete and you start to do things and you ain't got no room. Yeah, but your railroad's big enough to use JMRI with. Mine isn't that big. My railroad's tiny. I'm not going to use JMRI with it. And most people aren't going to use JMRI. Most people. Ranting? No, can't be. Oh, yeah, missed it, Nancy. Too populated, so not enough track to cope with the population. Yeah, not enough track to move things around that you need to move around. Where are you in the UK? North somewhere? Yeah, but it's the overpopulating your layout. Trying to get a lot into it, and I understand that you want to get a lot into it, but if you're just running as train around a loop, then it's no big deal. But if you plan on doing any switching, that's when it's a big deal. But I think if people make some videos, like Steve, if you make a video on how your railroad works, then so what I would like to do is do like a hashtag, like hashtag how my layout works, something like that, so that all these videos go into that area and people can just find them and see what applies to them, what doesn't apply to them. Because not every situation is going to be the same, but it gives you a general idea, I guess, right? But I don't know that anything like maybe, I don't, you know, maybe the books do talk about it more, but I don't read books. I look at the pictures. Yeah, it's in the North. Digger, post a link to your channel. I want to share it with some other fellows from North Yorkshire. Who are they, Nancy? What are you doing over there? Talking to other fellows from North Yorkshire. Digger has too many subscribers already, Nancy. He does? Well, why do you want to share his channel? What about other people's channels with your chums over there in North Yorkshire? What do those chums do over there, Nancy? This fellow on the Fort Madison cam, Aiden Welby. So is he a rail fan? Share Jimmy's channel with him too, Nancy. Of North Yorkshire. Digger lives on the border. Maybe he knows him. Maybe Digger knows that chap. Maybe they're, what do you call them? Maybe they're mates. Digger, maybe he's one of your mates and you don't even know it. Do you know Aiden Welby? Maybe that's his YouTube name and not his real name. Oh, but anyway. Oh, anyway. Now I'm not familiar with that name. Okay. So what does this chap do, Nancy? Is he really you? Digger has to, is he really you? What did Jimmy say? What does that mean? Is he really? He's a Ralph fan. What does that mean, Digger? We're gonna channel activity. Yes, Digger. Everything I say is factual. Yeah, everything he says is factual. He's like a politician, Digger. Uh, he's a Somali spy. That didn't come up. Did you see that, Nancy? He's a Somali spy. Uh, he's a Somali spy. Jimmy. I'm not a mod here. I can't post links. No, you're not a mod here. What kind of link are you trying to post? Who's a Somali spy? Your friend from the UK. That's what Jimmy said. Post this comment, Digger. This is what Jimmy said about him. This is what Jimmy said. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. That's what Jimmy said. Oh, thanks. There he goes. Digger posted it. I didn't see it, but apparently it was held for review or something, and I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. YouTube. Derek Alexander. What is up, Derek Alexander? How you doing? How's your layout coming? But what are you trying to post, Nancy? What kind of link are you posting? trying to post your UK friend's link. Does he even have videos on his channel, Nancy? Does he go Ralph fanning or anything? You can message me his link, Nancy, and I'll share it if it's okay. I'll check it out first. Make sure he's not a Somali spy. Yeah, Steve, I think your layout will be good. You can explain how your railroad works a little bit. You can be the first one, Steve, to make a video. Yeah, but I really think that there's a lot of people out there that are doing layouts or want to do layouts and really have no idea how to go about it other than doing like a loop, just making a oval or something, where there's not much going on. Yeah, I mean, whenever you get to it, you get to it, You're back. You missed my rant, Steve. Other Steve. Other Steve. That's your name, Stormy Steve. Other Steve. Boy, man, we would be in real trouble if Steve Anderson was here and Steve Arnold and Steve trained waybills. Oh, man, that'd be a mess. I've been getting intermodal well cars and container 3D printed. I'm hoping to do a triple stack. Triple stack. How are you going to fit that through your tunnels? 3 containers for the price of 1. It's not how the railroad works, Alfonso. You can't be doing 3 for 1s. You got to charge for every one of them. Your railroad's going to go broke pulling all those cars. It's more tonnage you got to pull. It's more diesel fuel you're going to use. You can't be giving things away in this day and age, Alfonso. But that's up to you. Just make sure you have your tunnels that can accommodate triple stacks. I'd like to see a triple stack train. Whew, man. That would probably be like derailment prone. If the railroads could do it, they would stack them. Yeah, no, they would stack them like a container ship. Can you imagine? That would be a derailment nightmare. It's bad enough when 2 of them derail. Well, you better never put tunnels on your layout. About 35 years ago, I saw a whole double stack train with the tops rolled back like sardine cans from hitting a low bridge or something. Was that long ago? 35 years ago? Nah, it had to be shorter than that, Steve. Yeah, so I'm working on Boomer to be back on track. I'm working on him. Hopefully, he'll cave and be back on track one morning. Working on John 26:18 too. Saw that video of the car train getting every wagon and cargo damaged under a bridge. Ugh. A car train? You mean auto racks? That would be good to have Mr. Boomer on. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, it would be pretty good. I'm sure we can grill him for some good information. There's, I mean, he's pretty much talked about everything that he's done, but it'd be interesting to talk to him. Be interesting to know, like who out there in YouTube land that is that has made, how can I put this, that has had a big effect on a lot of people in the modeling community, not just trains, but other modeling stuff like Boomer has, because he's just modeling, period. There's a lot of people that aren't into trains that are into modeling that reference Boomer all the time. I've learned this method from Boomer. I've learned this method from Boomer. They don't really have anything to do with trains. I wonder if there's anybody that's had that much of an influence on modelers as Boomer has. I'm sure there is, but I don't know any. Drew Steele is good. Yeah, he is, but he just doesn't, I'm not taking anything away from him. Okay. Um, he just doesn't have the exposure that some of these bigger channels have. That would be you, Jerry. What would be me? Wait, wait. I don't know, the cost of shipping containers can be expensive. I've heard that it's cheaper to ship by rail than truck. Yeah, for sure. The guy in Australia. Well, I don't know this guy in Australia. Who is he? Who is he? Do you think he has as much or more influence as Boomer does in the modeling community? I'm talking the modeling community, not just the train community, because I've seen people that do modeling, have nothing to do with trains, but reference Boomer. Totally. Crocodile Dundee, he was around before Boomer. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm not, he was around before him. That's still, is it modeling or is it just trains? You got modeling and then you got trains over here and there. It's a tiny little group. Dr. Cranky, but he's not around anymore. What does Dr. Cranky do? Yeah, I've never heard of him. So who's this Australian guy? He was sponsored by companies modeling, not much on trains. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, who is he then? Dr. Cranky is modeling, not trains. You forget his name. Well, he can't be that influential, Steve, if you forget his name. I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously. Like, I don't, I don't know a lot of them, but people that are influential, big channels. Not to say that you aren't influential, but they're big channels. You got TSG Multimedia, Ron's Trains and Things. You know, they're big channels. And you got that dude JR1000 or JW1000, Jason Jensen. Like, he's He's big, you know. That other dude, I can't remember his name. Can't remember his name. He's been going for a couple of years. Yeah. Well, I don't know who he is then. I don't know who he is. I mean, an Australian guy. Yeah, well, we'll add him to the list. He's influential, but he's not around anymore. Kathy built some really cool dioramas for her trains. Yeah, I mean, Kathy's influential in the modeling community, right? She's, she's influential. Um, yeah, the only Aussie I know is Artie and CSX Max. Mad. Yeah. I've heard of that CSX. Jenny Kirk? Jenny Kirk. A lot of people don't like her, though. Digger doesn't like her. Jenny Kirk. And then don't forget Luke Talon, right? Luke Talon. Is he the Australian guy you're talking about? Luke Talon? I think he's changed his name, though. Yeah, that dude's pretty. I mean, that dude's pretty influential. Yeah. Well, Luke changed his name. He's different now. He's different. He's still around. Well, she's still around. They're still around. Maybe not so much on YouTube, but on other platforms. Yeah. No, he's a good modeler. No doubt. No doubt. Good modeler. Yeah, Steve. It's changed. I think he's Ellie now. It's okay. Got nothing against it. Yeah. So yeah, you got like Luke Talon, um, Jason Jensen. Uh, yeah, Wigwag. I'm surprised you didn't come up with Jason Jensen. I wish there was a way I can snatch other people's model trains through the TV screen from other people's channels. I could imagine building my collection that way. You could take pictures and build it that way. You don't actually have to have it. You just look at pictures, Alfonso, instead of having stuff all around. Just look at pictures of it. You'll run out of room, Alfonso. You only got so much room over there. Yeah, definitely talented people. Yeah, so there's, yeah, those people are big, right? Those people, you know, Jason Jensen, Luke Talon, they're big. They're big channels, million subscriber channels. Boomer is just, I don't know, what's he got? Maybe 40,000 subscribers, something like that. He's a big YouTuber, though. You know? And I'm sure that he would, uh, say that they're big channels too, very influential people in the modeling community. A lot of people reference them, a lot of people learn from them. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a handful of them out there for sure. There's plenty of stuff out there. There's plenty of people out there to get information from. and there's plenty of people not to get information from. I'm really shocked there, Wigwag, that you didn't come up with Jason Jensen. He must be eating this pizza. That's why. There's a good guy from Oklahoma. I can't remember his name. Dennis? Dennis? Claude? Cowboy Claude? It's a couple of good guys in Oklahoma. Oklahoma. There's even a couple of them in New York, too. I don't know who they are, though. Imagine someone breaking into the TV screen and stealing your model trains. Imagine. That'd be crazy. Imagine that. Coming through the screen and getting your trains, Alfonso. You know, it's a two-way street then, Alfonso. I could reach through the screen and get all your trains, but I don't want them. I don't want them. I got enough headaches. I don't need your headaches. So, oh man, that's something Nathan would come up with. Speaking of Nathan, Nathan's working probably. Just about ready to get done work. Oklahoma. Imagine a dog getting. Yeah, imagine that. Alfonso, you're just reaching through the screen and their dog grabs your arm, starts pulling you through. That would be crazy. What would you do then, Alfonso? The dog's pulling you through the screen, and then he starts chewing on you. That wouldn't be so good, would it? But you'd be okay at Digger's house because his dogs aren't in his train room. That's his one shortcoming. His dogs aren't in his train room. You could go in his train room and take all the trains you want. What am I going to eat tonight, Derek? You know, I really don't know. I had a hot dog earlier. I had two beef hot dogs earlier, but that's not enough. I don't know, Derek. I have no idea. What about you? What are you going to eat tonight? Steve had. What did Steve have? Steve had. What do you call that? Not pot roast. Not roast beef. What did you call that, Steve? Speaking of dog, what kind of dog do you have, Steve? Oh, you have dogs. What kind of dogs do you have? Watching a horror movie and the creature comes out of the den. That's very scary. Brisket? No. Rump roast. Rump roast. Steve had rump roast. That's what it said on the package. Well, it's just roast, Steve. I haven't heard people refer to that as a rump roast in like probably 30 years or 40 years. Chicken and rice. Sounds pretty boring. Filet mignon, sweet potato fries, as we speak. And you're living high on the hog, Derek Alexander. I thought Digger was fancy. You got him beat. Filet mignon, Digger. You might as well be eating ground meat, Digger. Chicken and rice. That doesn't sound too good, Nancy. Rump roast, but Steve had carrots and potatoes and all with it. It's just like pot roast. Digger had one of them the other day. Pot roast, carrots. potatoes, Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, big proper meal. Derek Alexander, how far are you from Heath? Are you kind of close or are you kind of far from Heath? Has Heath ever invited you over to an op session? Yeah, it looks. It took some eating. That did that, did that, that did. Yeah, I bet it did take some eating, Digger. There is a big heaping pile of carrots on that plate. Was it a little tiny, like baby plate? Is that why it looks so big? Was it like a little plate for a little kid? Was it like a teacup plate? 50 miles. That's not bad. Would you go over if he invited you over? You don't need to invite. He doesn't need to invite you. Just tell him you want to come over and do an op session with him. Unless you're not interested in those little tiny trains he's got. I can see that though. I can understand that. Tiny train syndrome. It's a problem. Tiny train syndrome. It's definitely a problem. Chicken and rice, man. I think they eat better in prison than that, Nancy. No, it was a large meal. Ron said she cooked too much stuff. She was shocked I ate it all. You were totally a pig, Digger. Can't believe you ate all that steak that you ate the other night. You could have just saved it for lunch the next day. She didn't have to put it all on your plate. Why not? He's a fun guy. Oh, no, I didn't say he wasn't a fun guy. I didn't say that at all. I just said he's got tiny trains. Maybe you don't want to run tiny trains. You should go over. Go over and see his layout. Go run his trains. You're close, 50 miles. That's like being next door to him. Yeah, it was a pig. Oink, oink, oink. It's not going to go to waste if you eat it the next day, Digger. It's kind of like those steaks that expired today. Doesn't mean you need to eat them today, right? They're going to be okay tomorrow and the day after. It's not like it's going to go to waste. Might need new glasses for Enskip. You might. You just get yourself some of these. Get yourself some of these, Derek Alexander. Oh yeah, I can see them now, Heath. Very nice. Did a good job. Get yourself some of these. Maybe they even have one that's like a whole big shield that you could do. Maybe if you got one of those those big magnifiers, you could put it on your hat and have a whole like shield, big magnifier shield. Jerry and I love Jenny and you. I thought you said that me. I like leftovers. I have no problem eating leftovers. I'll eat leftovers for days and days and days. I'm okay with it. I got nothing. I was grew up eating leftovers. My mom had leftovers for everything. She always made a lot of food, and you always had leftovers. So the next day you would have it for lunch, or yeah, you might even have it for dinner the next day, or a couple days later, or something. It's just how it is, man. Waste not, want not. thing is, sometimes if there's food left around, gets taken for the hogs. Well, tell her not to. Like, why would she take, like, pot roast and carrots and potatoes to the pigs? Let them eat pig food. Why she do that? You need to tell her, Digger. Don't be taking my pot roast to those damn hogs. Hide it. Lock it up in your refrigerator in your bedroom or in your train room or something. That's just ridiculous. That is a waste of food. It's not like no, it's a waste. I would eat leftovers, but they usually get taken to the pigs at the farm, so it's risky leaving them. Yeah. Well, tell her not to. That's all. Lock them up. She takes the food, presuming no one wants to eat it, I guess. It's only been in there a day, Ron. It's not like it's been in there a week. Now, I can see if it's been in there a long time and it's rotten and it's bad, go feed it to the pigs. They'll eat it. But if it's still good, your family can still eat it. What the hell's the matter with her? Then she wouldn't have to cook as much. Oh, Jesus. Write your name on it, Dick. Yeah, I think she would still take it, Derek. Even if he wrote his name on it, she'd still take it. She'd take it just to spite of him. Yeah, man, I wouldn't be like, yeah, you ain't taking nothing to the pigs until it's bad. No way, man. But feeding the pigs means future ham and bacon. And most people I would agree with, Steve. That's true, but not on Digger's farm. They're pets, Steve. They don't get eaten. They're pets. You don't eat pets. No, they don't get better feed than you. They just get what you eat, which is good feed. Yeah, pets. They're pets, Steve. It's got tons of pets. Critter pets, like animal pets. Yeah, they don't get eaten. I don't even think they eat like sheep or lambs, right? We get lamb and beef from the farm. Do you eat your own cows, Digger? Steve. There are priorities. The pigs are priorities. Digger's not a priority. Do you eat the beef? Do you eat them cows, Digger? It's okay. Yeah, no, man. I could see, yeah. I mean, you feed the pigs, it's bacon. It's ham. Not there, man. Not there. Don't work like that there. The pigs were her rescue project. We sell the lambs to market. Yeah, I eat our own beef, but Ron won't. That's crazy. Like, why the hell does she buy beef when you got all them damn cows and you just need to chop one up and cook it yourself? Like, that don't make no sense. Going to the store, package up one of them cows and put it in the freezer. Yeah, why won't she eat her own beef? Like, well, I'd eat my beef over somebody else's. At least you know what you fed it. See, that's the problem, man. People give names to critters. They don't need names. They don't need names. You're just going to eat them. We have deer for pets and a little dog. Deer are pretty tasty, Derek Alexander. I don't know. Deer are pretty tasty. Yeah, Franz sells them on like the last lot. I buy a half of one back. Isn't that ridiculous? You got to buy your own cow back. Oh my God, that's just not how. That's not how farming is supposed to work, Digger. Yeah, like I don't understand. Like seriously, seriously. If I raised my own beef, I would not eat it. I wouldn't go to the store and buy somebody else's beef. God knows what they fed it. At least you know what you fed it. Hopefully, it was good things. Now, I can see if you fed it crap and that's why you're not eating it. I can understand that. But, like, if you're feeding it good, wholesome things, then I would rather eat that than some store bought beef. That don't make no sense. Can't understand that. I don't understand that thinking. I get it at cost, so it's fine. Shouldn't have to pay nothing for it, Digger. It's all butchered and ready for me when it's our own. It's usually have to take it butchered by Craig. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, you take your cow to the butcher and it's going to cost you something for the butcher to process the meat. That's understandable, right? But I'll be damned if I'm going to have a cow that I raise, fed with my money, and then I'm going to buy the cow back from somebody. Be damned there. Would you want to eat what was something you loved growing up? That's the problem. You can't get attached to things that you're going to eat, Derek Alexander. You can't get attached to them. You can't get attached to them. And to answer your question, yeah, I would eat something I raised growing up, and I loved it. I would still eat it. I'd still eat it. That's the purpose. That's the purpose of it. So I'm not a fan of beef. I like game meat, venison, bison. Yeah, but good beef is good beef, Nancy. I like beef. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Jenny doesn't like venison. Venison is good. I'd eat venison over beef, but I definitely ain't gonna turn my nose up on beef. If if he pays $900 for the cow, I will pay him back the same amount, so it costs me nothing in that respect. Well, it did cost you something, Digger. It cost you money to feed the critter for however long it took to raise it up to the weight that it needed to be. So really, you're losing. I hate to tell you. We ate my cousin Larry during COVID. Times were tough. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Had to be done, you. It's quite acceptable. Eating cousin Larry? Yeah, if that's what has to happen. What you gonna do? Can't go shopping. Can't go to the store and get no food. Gotta eat something. Yep, survival of the fittest. Larry couldn't defend himself, so he succumbed. Jenny just got home. I tell her hi from everyone. Have a great upcoming weekend. All right, tell her hi. Have a good night, Steve. Take care. Uh, no, um, other Steve. Have a good night, other Steve. Digger likes chicken, but he's not going to eat his parrot. There ain't much meat on that parrot, Derek. Otherwise, he probably would. There ain't much. It ain't even worth like. It ain't even worth plucking it. Ain't much meat there. It ain't worth plucking it. Yeah, of course it costs money to raise it. What I'm saying is, the last lot we sold privately, he let me have one back at the price he paid. Well, here's the thing. You could have just kept that one and said, take the other 10. And then, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you pay 900 for it, I give you 900 for it. Yeah, it's a wash, right? But why do you have to go through that? Why you got to go through that? There's no meat on Jimmy the Parrot. Seriously, like, ain't no meat on them things. It's like a quail. It's like a baby quail. What are you gonna get? A drumstick? I gotta clean up around here. You all clean up. What are you, a mess? You gotta clean up after Buddy, don't you? See you, Nancy. Have a good night. Yeah, but then Ron would know what I did. Big deal. What is that, like some top secret conspiracy if she knew? Big deal. Who's the boss over there, Digger? I don't know, man. Who writes the checks? I did it because Ron wanted to sell them instead of eating them. If I kept one back, she'd have known. God forbid you should eat one. God forbid we should eat one and survive. God forbid. What the hell's the matter with you? Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. You just can't make it up. Who writes the checks, Digger? That's what I want to know. Who writes the checks? Who writes the checks is in charge. She's eating her own turkeys. Knowingly or unknowingly? I don't like turkey. I don't. I can't. I really can't stand turkey anymore. I'm like, I can't stand turkey anymore. Digger knows who's the boss, just like any other married man. I don't know. I'm not married, Steve. You're right. I'm not. But I'll be damned if I'm writing the checks and I ain't got no say about it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like a quiet life. I bankroll the whole damn. I know you do. You write the checks, Digger. It's not about having a quiet life. It's not about having a quiet life. Your life can still be quiet. I don't know. Jesus. Things must be different in the Italian household. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, everybody says happy wife, happy life. I don't believe that. There's some pretty miserable wives out there. You just trade it in and get another one. I do have a say. She just doesn't know I have a say. Oh dear. Trading it in is too expensive. Well, Steve, it's only expensive if you let it be. You got to take her fishing, Steve. Take her fishing on a big boat. He can do whatever he wants if she says it's okay. That is sad and pathetic, Derek. What have you become, Digger? Jesus. You're a shell of yourself. Once you were feared by nations. Now look at you, Digger. It's just shocking. If I insisted to keep one, she probably would agree to it under protest. Why would she protest? That's what I don't understand. What would the protest be? Like, what would the protest be? She'll get over it. If she's pissed, she'll get over it. Just like you'll get over it if you're pissed. She'll get over it. Cheaper to keep her. Yeah, I don't think so. See, that's the problem. If you ain't got nothing, she can't get nothing. That's your mistakes. Largely, we led very separate life from each other. I like being retired and staying at home, and she likes being at the farm. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that there. But, like, I don't understand why she would protest if you wanted to keep a cow to eat. Like, you got to eat. Like, it's not like, you live off of the air. You got to eat. And why would you, like, buy beef at the store when you got all the beef you could want? I don't understand that. It's like being a baker and going out and buying your own cake someplace else instead of making it yourself. I, like, no. Divorce is more expensive than model railroading. Derek. She protests saying she's not eating the beef. She doesn't have to eat it. It's okay. You know what? It's more for you to eat. It's okay if she doesn't eat it. She doesn't even eat beef to begin with, really. She's happy eating a little piece of chicken or something. So she doesn't eat it. Big deal. Store beef doesn't have a name. It does if you name it. It does if you name it, Steve. And if she never went to the basement at all and you got divorced, she wants half of the basement. Oh, man. She's a woman, Jerry. They are weird and spooky, too. I don't know. I don't know, Digger. It just doesn't sound like it's worth it. To me, it's not worth it. I bought herb down at the market today. I bought Herb. Who's Herb? Your cow? Yeah, I mean, you can name something that you buy at the store. That's okay. I mean, the way she was, this way she was happier and I was happy. It's a win win. As long as you're happy, Digger, that's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm just joking. My wife is great and very supportive. It's okay if she isn't. It's your wife. It's not mine. The beef I brought at the market. Ah, Herb. It's okay. So you can name it. You still going to eat them? Hell yeah. I got no problem eating something. I got no problem eating it. It's okay. It's kind of cute if you name your pig or something, then you eat them. It's okay. Listen, it's how things are, man. It's the cycle of life. Animals are here to give us sustenance. You know, unless you're a vegan or a vegetarian, then you keep eating your wheat germ and whatever. But here's the crazy thing if you think about it, right? If you're a vegetarian or a vegan and you're eating vegetables only, and that farmer used cow manure to fertilize his field, you're kind of eating beef there, don't you think? I think so. I think it. There's a little beef in them carrots. Your wife wrote that. Yeah. Ron isn't too supportive of my hobby. She don't give a right isn't too supportive. She don't give a rat's ass about it. To be honest, well, it's not like she protests your hobby. To say that she's not supportive of it would like lead someone to believe that she protests your hobby, like she's totally against it and fights you. She doesn't. She does support it. After all, she bought you those 3D printers. So she does support it. Does she care about it? No, she doesn't care about it. She doesn't care what you're doing over there. She don't care about that. But she's supportive of it. Yeah. Vegans contribute nothing to the economy. I don't know if they contribute nothing, but I mean, it's still kind of ironic, you don't want to eat beef and, you don't want to eat meat, but in all likelihood, your vegetables may have been, you know, fertilized by some animal byproduct. Yeah, she leaves you to it, just like you leave her to the farm, right? I mean, yeah, you grumble, right, when she buys something or something, but you leave her to it. And, she comes home with a horse, she has a horse, and, whatever. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, really. The vegans are a meat farmer's enemy. Eh, I don't know if they're enemies, but, yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing I don't understand. Like, I mean, like, it's not like I go out and protest a carrot farmer and I try to stop him from taking his carrots to the market because those poor little carrots don't need to die for everybody. Well, so it is, man. But they feel it's okay to go and protest in front of a meat place because those poor little animals are going to go wind up on people's plates. Well, that's what their intention was when they were raised, when they were brought into the world to feed the world. Just because it's not your way of eating, like, why do you need to shove what you're doing down everybody else's throat? I don't shove what I'm doing down your throat. I don't know. Make that make sense to me. I don't know. I don't want to do anything at the farm. Going there just means work. That's not necessarily true. You could just go there and just take in the scenery. Doesn't mean work. Poppycock deer. Fertilizer is made from oil byproducts, and they claim that oil is from dead dinosaurs, or so vegans are eating dinosaurs. Yeah, basically that too. I mean, but there are a lot of farmers that fertilize their field with cow manure, hog manure, horse manure. Yeah, but you go with that too. They're eating dinosaurs too. They're heating their homes with dinosaurs' blood. They're wearing things, you know. But they're like the hypocritical politicians. Do as I say, not as I do. Wow. Anyway, that is about it. That's all I got. Back on track tomorrow. I don't quite know. Maybe Steve will be on. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day Derek Alexander will come on the show and talk about his layout, talk about his upcoming layout, talk about what he's doing. You never know. You just never know. Fertilizers are one of the three things, or a combination: ammonia, nitrogen, and phosphorus. The key is where they come from exactly. Sometimes they come from cow manure. Sometimes they come from chicken manure. Sometimes they come from hog manure. Sometimes they come from horse manure. Or sometimes they come from man made products, chemicals. But that's about all I got for tonight. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's good to see you all. Happy modeling. Do something on your model railroad this weekend. Cook up a steak, jump it down, and work on your trains or something. Lay some track. Sometimes they come from non manure. This is true too. Anyway, chicken muck is very high in nitrogen. Yeah, it is. It is very high in nitrogen. Have some meat. You got that right. Have some beef. Beef. That's what's for dinner. Maybe I'll see you guys on Back on Track tomorrow, 10 a.m. Back on Track. Have a good night,